Welcome to another edition of JavaScript for You. This morning I'm going to do something I don't normally do on these screencasts, and that's I'm going to go through a couple of slides because it's the easiest way to illustrate some of these selectors in JavaScript. So if we go over here, I wanted to show you how you can select by CSS elements using JQuery. So if you come in here and you have a thing like this selects all P elements. Now, most of the time you don't want to select every element of a given type on a page. You want to select them by something like ID or class. So if you want to do that, you put this kind of notation. You have your element here, dot intro, and this would be the class. So that would select all the P elements with that class. On the other hand, if you want an ID, you go in here and you do P pound and then the ID. Select the first P element with the ID, and I didn't put that in. I think I left that out, so I should say ID of demo. So that's how that works. Going further, some more examples here. If you want to do something like an href, you can use XPath. So if you want to get a little more clear about what you're selecting, you can use XPath selectors within jQuery to pick things out. So here I can select all the href elements. Here I can select all of them where they have a value of this, and I can put in whatever I want there. If I wanted to select by endings like this .jpeg, I can put in the $sign. If I wanted to select with a star to do more wildcarding, I can put in star. So you can use XPath with all the syntax of XPath in conjunction with jQuery to select individual attributes on a page and do whatever you want with them. Then invoke some jQuery function to hide the element, to move it around, to do whatever, change the background color, things you want to do. So those are the sorts of things you can do. So one small example I wanted to give. Here we have a P element, and I want to set the CSS property, the background color, to yellow. So I'm invoking both jQuery to select an attribute, and I'm changing it using a CSS attribute. So I can do that in jQuery as well. So let's go to an example to see how that works. Come over here. I have a heading, I have a paragraph, I have another paragraph, and then I have a paragraph with a class of foo, and then I have an href to my home page, and I have a button. Now in the button function, I'm saying I want to select the P's that have a class of foo and set their background color to yellow. Meanwhile, I want to take the hrefs, and using XPath, I want to select all the hrefs that match JROBER and hide them. So let's go ahead and see how that works. We'll go ahead and we'll find our website here, and we'll go ahead and plop in. So let's go ahead here. I have my heading, I have my paragraph, and if I go ahead and click the button, notice the href disappeared. You see the lingering period there. I left the period there not because it's good style, but because I wanted to illustrate what disappeared. And over here I've taken that one paragraph element, the one that had the class of foo, and I've highlighted it with yellow. So that's how I can use jQuery to select things. So if I refresh the page, you can go ahead and see again what happened there. That's how that worked. So let's again go take a look at the jQuery stuff. So here I have my class of foo for that paragraph, and I have this href that matches this XPath, and that's how things got selected. So that's about it for today. Until next time, have fun with JavaScript.